In this video, I wanted to take some time to talk about something that not a lot of traders will talk about, and that is losses. I want to show you how I took this loss and how, because I was prepared for this to go wrong, I was able to actually save myself from losing out on the day. Now, every single morning, and you guys have seen this, I'll go live stream in the Forge and the Discord, and I sit there for an hour, 2 hours, writing in my journal and updating my levels and checking the charts and preparing myself for any scenario that could happen. So my original setup was to long in this zone here, and I was looking for a move up into this weekly resistance zone here, right? And something that I've been saying throughout the week is that I do not think we're going to fill this weekly fair value gap this week. Of course, that wound up being wrong. But one thing that I said on top of that, including this morning, is that I do not believe that we're going to sweep these lows and this fair value gap. If we gain acceptance in here, we're going to fill down to about 60,300, which is exactly what happened. And so because of that, I was actually able to save myself on losses for the day. So I was pretty gung-ho about this long. I was fairly confident in it, and I oversized a little bit. So I wound up doing about 4R risk on this trade. Usually I do 1R, and in this case I did 4. And if we go down to lower time frames here, this is what wound up saving me on the day here. So I shared this earlier today. I drew this out just like this, and I posted in the Discord and said, right now price is back testing the fair value gap, flipping into resistance, and then we're going to go down for a fill. And that's exactly what happened. And so I was able to take this setup right here where I shorted at about 62 mid 400s with my stop above here targeting the lows, and I wound up closing it at about 60,400 give or take. And so this was over a 5.5 R trade. So I actually made 1.5 R on the day thanks to this short setup. And the only reason I was able to take this on the fly, by the way, I wasn't even home. I wasn't in my office. I took this on the fly mobile, and I was able to do that because I was prepared for it. So again, journal, be prepared. You should be, anytime you take a single setup, you should be prepared to know what to do in the event that it does go wrong, right? Or in any case, you look back in your journaling and you say, these were the mistakes I made when my trade went wrong, or when this happened, or XYZ. You start to develop a list of questions that you should answer every single time you're taking a trade in the event things don't go according to plan. So then that way you're prepared for it and you can act in the heat of the moment.